Super Bowl Sunday. Alright, so I realize that I'm competing with Super Bowl Sunday, so I fully expect no one to show up. But that's okay. I just figured we'd hang out. But I'm strict. How's it going, man? Figured we'd hang out and answer some questions. We haven't done like just a chill stream in a while. We've always had like some agenda. But it's Subscriber Sunday, so figured we just chill. Jerry, Rena, Mike is not first, you're fourth. What's your favorite cologne? Oh, dude, the stuff from Rue 21, it's pretty good. Like, maybe that makes me basic, but Super Bowl prediction? Oh, I knew this question's coming. I have no idea. It's not my thing. Football's not my thing. Q, what's up, dude? I'm good. What are you doing currently? I am eating some apples and peanut butter. How can one stay motivated to learn code? Motivation is a myth. Motivation comes and goes. You're going to be learning code when you're not motivated a lot. Probably more than when you're motivated. I don't have any bets for the Super Bowl because I don't even know who's playing, to be honest. It's just not my thing. I grew up in the South where college football is the thing, so I've had enough football for the rest of my life. Super Bowl Subscriber Sunday. That's what I should put for the title. What kind of apples? Granny Smith. Degree important for web dev? No. Want motivation? Look at your bank account. That's a pretty good one. Mike knows. Let me move the chat over just slightly. How do you stick to a schedule when you're the one who sets it and only have yourself to answer to? I mean, I don't have, like, I have myself to answer to, but I also have a mortgage, which means I have to answer to the bank if they don't get their money, which means they're going to come knocking. Where's my money? And then if I don't have it, they're going to take my house. That's a pretty big motivator. You know? Jesse, how's it going, man? How to deal with frustration when the code doesn't work? I think that's something we all experience. You just got to take a big deep breath and decide if you want to take a break or just look through Stack Overflow. Why do you stream here instead of Twitch? Because no one knows who I exist, like who I am on Twitch. Like, it's hard to move an entire audience from YouTube to Twitch unless you did it from the beginning. 2 months left at Flatiron. Nice, dude. Lewis, I'm good, man. How to draw, and I don't know, dude. I can't draw. That's not where my artistic ability shines. We do more portfolio reviews, maybe in another stream, maybe in another video. Just a super chill stream today, where we can like sit back and we don't have like a, I don't know, it's not so intense. I was watching some of my previous live streams and I get so intense on answering the questions, you know? Like, this is the first time I've ever eaten food on a stream, ever, in like 2 years. It's really strange. Figured we just chill. Should I work for someone before going remote? I mean, what are you doing remote? You still have a job? You still be working for somebody. D Live instead of Twitch? Nah, you gotta go where the audience, where the people is. Where the people are. Dark, I'm good, man. How are you? Watching your content at lunch. More boundaries with work. Dude, that's the way to do it. Like, you have to set boundaries at work as soon as you get to work. Because if you do it later on the job, they're gonna be like, what's up? What's wrong? Is something, what? You have to do it first thing when you get the job. What's your next step? I just keep doing what I'm doing. Try to grow. Did you take a flying lesson yet? Catherine, no. I'll probably do that tomorrow. It's Sunday, so they're closed, so I'm gonna call tomorrow. I'll probably record the whole thing, like ask them if they're cool if I record it. You consider yourself an extrovert? At times. James, what's up? Freelance versus remote versus start a company. What? You can have a company and be freelance at the same time. It's what do you want? At the end of the day, if you work remote for somebody, you still gotta answer to them. What? No, chill. Thank you. UI designer versus web dev, which is better? It really depends on what you want to do. Like, do you like design more? If you just like straight up design, UI. If you like the code, sitting in the code, getting frustrated with the code, the whole process of making it work, then web dev. Will you ever attempt to have offspring? No. I mean, let me put it this way. I will attempt. I'm happy to attempt, but this is never gonna happen. Do you 420? Negative. How do you like your coffee? I feel like I'm the only dev that doesn't drink coffee. I drink pre-workout when I go to the gym, so I think that's enough caffeine. Best freelancer companies. What? If you're a freelancer, you don't have a company. Like, you are the company. How do you keep motivation? Man, that seems to be like a really common question today. Or just in general. No one keeps motivation, and anyone who says they're motivated every day is a liar. That's just how it is. No one is motivated every single day, all day, 24/7. That's just not how it works. That's just like hustle porn is what I would call it. You know those dudes that are like, I'd rather hustle 24/7 than slave 9 to 5. No, you won't. Why would you do that, dude? Like, take a break. It's okay. It's just like, it comes and goes. You got to do things when you don't want to. It's like going to the gym. You're not always motivated to go to the gym. You run Facebook ads. No. I have a BS in finance, thinking about getting a software. Should I go for it? Would it be worth it? I don't know your personal motivations for it. It could be. AWS or Azure? AWS. Wait. You're eating apples with peanut butter? How else do you eat apples? Just like regular? You got no. How much have you made from YouTube in January? Let me look. Let's take a look. $8,839. Yo, love the vids. You ever been to an interview for a new company that wants graduates and describes themselves as not tech guys? What? Muffins, what you mean? What's your development specialty? Whatever gets the job done. That's how I work. How do you personally network to grow your client base? So I don't really have to do networking because I have a brand. I get to skip that. People follow me. I don't follow them. What? 10 Canadians. Thank you. Are you a vegetarian? No. I'm not. What's better for coding? The white stuff or Mountain Dew Code Red? Maybe pre-workout. Dreamic, what's up? Dragon says, I'm happy for you. Well, thanks, man. You gotta pay taxes on all that, though, so it's you know. Does finance count as STEM? Science, technology, engineering, medicine? Maybe. What hair products do they use? Wait, what? Hold on, let me go back up to the 10. So much of getting hired is being likable. I used to help the team leads at an old company find people to hire, and oh my gosh, some of those people just wanted to smack, even if they had the paper cred. Yeah. So much of getting hired is just playing the game and soft skills. Sumo deadlift. I do like strong lifts a lot. I do bench, deadlift, squat. I don't like I don't do bodybuilding per se, but I don't do like strength only. It's more like power building. A little bit of both. I don't want to be huge bear mode. I want to have some definition. But I'm all natural, so there's only, you know. What's up, Hannah? You get those errands done? What age did you start to get a solid income? When I was 24 and got an engineering job. Favorite sushi? I'm pretty basic, dude. Like just California roll, spicy tuna roll. How much taxes do you usually pay annually? Quite a bit. Last month I had to pay $14,400. One lump sum. If you don't have it, the IRS is coming for you. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts to see that kind of money in a bank account, knowing that you could pay off your student loans. You could pay off your car. Nope, it's not your money. It's the government's. I have 2 job offers, working at a school district in IT or a local company doing IT. I'm leaning more towards the school district. School district, you're not going to get paid that much, but it's going to be like secure. What's the point of working out? To get stronger, look good without clothes. It usually helps with the females. Favorite guilty pleasure singer? I mean, I don't know. You can hang out, Callie. You're welcome. I don't know. If I say I have a guilty pleasure singer, that like implies that I'm ashamed of somebody, and I'm not. Like, I like all kinds of music, just not. I don't know. Just not country. Isn't all the money the government's money? Mike gets it. Have you ever tried calisthenics? Calisthenics is pretty dope. Do I need a job of a professional Android developer job? No. You can get away with Webdev, probably. Certs are required if you're doing Department of Defense. They love those. Yeah. Government positions love like networking certs and stuff. Move to Switzerland. That'd be cool. I'd be down for that. I'm finally watching a live stream, actually live. Taylor, dude, what's up? I gotta get back to your email, by the way. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you hate the corporation? Nah, man, look, everyone thinks I'm like super socialist and anti-capitalist and whatever, right? Like, I'm really not. I'm just play the same game as them, dude. Like, I'm very like, I don't usually talk politics, but I don't pick sides. Like, can't hate the player, you gotta hate the game, you know? Like, just play the game. Watch Dr. Greg Duquette. Yeah, he's pretty decent. Any advice on my situation in education and JavaScript that I got a big... Wait, what? I want to lose weight and the stress, but I end up going back to junk food. Amazing. It's really just calories in versus calories out at the end of the day. So if you want to eat junk food, keep making videos. Taylor hits me with the 10. Hey, thanks, man. Thank you so much. How much time do you spend researching information? I spend a lot of time writing the script more than I do just like researching. Maybe a few hours. The video I put out yesterday took me 5 hours to edit and an hour and a half to film. You hate recruiters? No, I just realized the game they're playing. Do I still like Lambda? Ashley, Lambda is bae. Any videographers that inspire you other than Peter McKinnon? Potato Jet. Daniel Schiffer is a good one. I like a lot of cinematographers, like the cinematographer in 1917. Oof, he's good. Front end or back end? I'm a visual person, so I like front end. Who are you voting for? See, these are the questions that you can't answer. Are you pregnant? Yes. With this food baby. Any tips for game dev? I mean, you go with Unity or Unreal? Is age discrimination a problem? Yes. 100%. Ethan, what's up, man? Any experience in machine learning? I did a course on Coursera, but I didn't finish it. Are you looking to hire someone? No. Elioth, I'm good. Hope you're doing well. Do you wish you were any more or less popular? I don't know. I don't know if popularity is a good or bad thing. Do you get any dates through your interaction online phone? Yes. When are you gonna name it? I don't know. Can you it's like I was just thinking before I was streaming, I was like, imagine going to get pizza or hot wings today. It's not gonna happen. It's not. It's just like those are the top two foods for like Super Bowl. It's just like that's just not gonna happen. Thank you for the hard work. Hey, thank you for the 10 pounds. The 10 quid, as they would say. I appreciate that. I sent you an email for a crappy company to expose them. Have you had a chance to look at it? Perhaps. I didn't expect this many people to be here on Super Bowl Sunday. I really did. But thank you. Jordan, what's up, dude? Thanks for being here. Do you think Scrum is scamming of devs? No, not really. What's your favorite movie genre? I like action adventure. James Bond I like a lot. I don't know. Yeah. Action adventure probably. Who's going to win the Super Bowl? I don't know. I don't know. Just one of the 80% of people that never comment checking in. Neil. I'm that person too. I never comment on other people's channels. What salary would you take to move to San Francisco? I don't want a salary because if you have a salary, you can't business expense. And if you can't business expense, you don't control your finances. So no amount of salary would get me to move to San Francisco. What do you think about apprenticeships or internships? I think in Europe they're more required than the United States, but overall there's no difference in an internship and a junior dev role. Thanks for the donos, guys. If YouTube closes tomorrow, do you think you'll be able to find a job the next day? Yeah, I think actually some companies would appreciate my honesty and appreciate my transparency, because I know how to run a business because I do it. I have a couple people that I pay. I know how this all works. Like I could optimize their business, but I don't think I would need to. I could do other things. What's your business? This. Many good friends from YouTube? Yeah, my boy Mike. Esteban, you gotta calm down with the spam, my dude. Ooh, probably Yennefer. Hannah, when I was looking at your LinkedIn, when we were talking earlier, I saw your recent activity, reading your dog. I saw your Witcher 3 interests. What's your opinion on Open Classroom? Open Classroom is dope. I used to work there. I used to be a mentor there. I used to teach people how to code. Do PLC techs get paid well? I think so. Probably a lot of hard work. Is it possible to find... Ooh, my voice. I'm 30 going on 13. Is it possible to find a job on Indeed to work as a junior front-end dev but remote from Serbia? You're not going to be... You're going to be looking for contract positions. If you're outside of the United States but you want to work for a company in the United States, you're going to be looking at contract because it's really easy for them to pay you that way. What age were you when you started to program? I was 24. Would you undergo Witcher mutations if you could? Yeah. That'd be super dope. I'd be down for that. I remember when you had under 50 live stream viewers, you're doing very well. Seth, it's crazy to me. I try not to think about the numbers. I'm just a regular person like you guys, eating my apples and peanut butter. I can run Facebook ads for you for free. But Facebook ads cost money, so it's... What? You just want to hug those doggies to death? Any flight training? Taylor, probably tomorrow. Can you work remote for salary? Yeah, I had a programming job that was remote. It was remote React. Longtime fan of the Witcher franchise. I like the story. It's pretty cool. Nathan says, Josh, my friends and I are big fans. Thanks for what you do. Nathan, thanks for being here, man. Best method to think of all edge cases for algorithmic interview questions? Wrong channel. I don't know. I'm not good at algorithmic questions. I've never been. Is it unreasonably difficult to find a remote job? I mean, remote is difficult if it's your first job or your last job. It's just everybody wants to sit at home and work. What's the deal with the background check agencies? I mean, I just want to make sure that... I mean, I don't know what they want to make sure of. Probably that you're legally able to work. Starting flight training. I'm going to call tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to start tomorrow. I'm going to call. I think peanut butter is nasty. You do you, dude. Nutella is not. But where do you see yourself in 5 years or 10 years? That's a good question. Probably still doing this, but a lot better quality. Maybe, like, I'd rather be in person with people, like, helping them. Herbert, you played The Witcher 1 today? Yeah, there's a lot of mods you can get for The Witcher that make the combat a little bit more entertaining. Your opinion about certificates? Most web dev certificates don't matter. Nobody cares. You're going to get a code test. That's the certificate that matters. Like your ability to pass a code test. Are you working for a company? No, I work for myself. I have my own company. What does it do? It makes money from ad revenue. And basically, you could just call me a YouTuber. And I have a business that I run where all the money goes for everything I get from YouTube. I like making content more than I like coding. Can you be my representative at a job interview? Yeah, dude. I'll be all like if you want me to be your reference for a job, it's $100, and I'll answer the phone and I'll tell them you're the greatest coder I've ever known. It's a joke. It's actually $50. Need to earn money. I'm studying at a university, but I don't think that university will give me what I want. Should I learn web dev and start freelancing? Yeah. I mean, if you want to freelance as a dev, you could just do it with WordPress. If I'm passing a code test, front end web dev. I mean, every code test wants something different, so. $50 sold, but are you serious? Actually, I've done it before, but not, I mean, I didn't charge, right? Like when I was teaching people how to code, I was their reference. I had no problem. I talked to a lot of companies that are like, and what do you think about John? And I was like, dude, we'll solve any problem you got. Is this a new cam? I'm using a Sigma lens. It's a Canon. Best freelancer websites. Regular job sites that are doing contract. How are you storing and growing wealth? Yeah, that's like, rich people don't store their wealth. They convert it into assets, but you need a lot of money to do that. So right now, I don't really have enough money to really invest in anything that matters. So, yeah. I just reinvest. Any tips for Unity? There's a lot of brackies on YouTube. Is first on-site support engineer a bad job? No, I don't think so. How much would you sell a website for? It depends what their budget is. You play the game. I mean, if their budget's $1,000, I'm gonna sell you a website for $1,000. If their budget's $500, and it depends on how big it is, I'm gonna sell you for $500. I mean, can I pay you for a cover letter? Not, don't pay me. I'll just give you one. It's fine. Have you ever used, oh, do you use Evernote or Notion? I use Notion. This is a weird song. Brackies, yeah. That's how you spell it. When do you know it's time to take a break from work? You gotta be real careful. Like, burnout creeps up on you and then it pounces. At least that's how it's been for me. Like, I was thinking about doing like, let's review cover letters stream or something, but like, I've been pushing a lot of content lately, so I was like, this is gonna be a chill stream, and if people show up, great. If not, great. But so you gotta be real careful. When you start feeling the signs of like, I need a break, maybe push that a little further, just if you want, but then you gotta stop. You gotta avoid burnout. You can't get, like, once you burn out, it's 10 times harder to get going than if you were to just take a break. Oh, somebody hit me with 10. Sorry, I didn't. Johnny, thank you. I'm sorry, man. I do more work than I get paid for. This is my first dev job, and doing this for the past 2 years. Can I have a big chunk of experience? So I can have a big chunk of experience on my resume. Opinion on this strategy. If you're at 2 years, time to go, dude. Bye. Like, get a new job. Start applying. Always apply. Like, even when you have a great job, always apply. Just found the channel. Enjoy the alternative perspective. What headphones are those, and do you like them? So these are Sony. What are they? All right, so there's Sony. Here, look, I'll type it in the chat. They're pretty good. I wouldn't buy them unless they were on sale. CH700. That's what they are. Are you afraid of the coronavirus? I mean, there's not a lot I can do about it. I'm pretty antisocial as it is, so should be okay. How much would you charge to read my first YouTube vid script? Whatever you want to give me. SAP Labs, Mert, I have no idea. How do you feel about Golang? I haven't done it, so I can't say. You have a page for your gear. Yeah, I do have a kit page, but these are pretty new. I was using wireless headphones before, but they kept... Yeah, they weren't comfortable for a long amount of time. Awesome to hear they're a little easier on you. Thanks, Taylor. Yeah, I go really hard. I go really, really hard on my live streams, and I try to answer every single question, and I know I'm not doing that today. Let me apologize up front because I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy on Twitch that gets a dono and like doesn't even read it. Just let me just play my game, you know, like when they donate like $100 to Shroud and they're like, what's your mouse setting? Doesn't even acknowledge it. Like, I don't want to be that guy. But we're just chilling, so I'm going a little slower today. Are you going to invest in rental houses? You need a lot of money to do that. But yes. Do you think the AI will surpass the brainpower of all humans combined by 2045? Maybe. Josh, do you 420? No. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do any of that. But, you know, if you do you, dude, you do you. Boo-boo. Did you find your mic on sale? I got my mic at Best Buy. Because that was the only thing they had. How's it sound? Hopefully it sounds good. I really thought that there was going to be like maybe 50 people here because of the Super Bowl. I thought about titling it better than the Super Bowl, but then that would be like instant dislikes, you know? So I didn't do that. Are you going to have a new haircut? At some point. You recommend Udemy or Pluralsight? Pluralsight's more corporate. Probably Udemy. Are you freelancing or working? I do YouTube. Jeez. Mike sounds good. Night Quaker. Appreciate you. Pyro Ghost, how are you? Peanut butter out of the jar, let's go. This is the only reason I have peanut butter is so I can eat apples. Ever worked on lean principles? Like at work? Yeah, we did a lot of that at my engineering job. Do you want to get called Josh, Joshua, or Mr. J? If you're gonna call me Mr. J, you gotta do it like Harley Quinn from the DC universe. Mr. J. What are you eating? I'm eating apples. I'm 29. Are you invested in Tesla? Not anymore. Rate peanut butter and apples out of maybe like 7.5. How would you go about switching industries within the same sector? Donald, can you give me the example that you're talking about? How'd you end up in Finland? I got married to a girl. Didn't work out. But I had to finish school or I was going to come back to nothing. Are you totally against working for somebody else? Everyone can't start a business. That's not true. Everyone can be a freelancer. Everyone can be a contractor, which is technically self-employed, but you're receiving money from someone else. Everyone can do that. You can be an employee and be self-employed with your own business. But no, I'm not totally against working for somebody else. I'm just play by your rules, okay? Don't play by their rules. That's what I'm about. Like, always look out for yourself first. The company will tell you, well, you know, it's all about, is it good for the company? No. It's all about what's good for yourself. That's all. What are your favorite metal bands? I've been listening to I Prevail lately. How to decline a job offer the proper way. Just say, I've accepted another opportunity at this time. Thank you so much for the interview. Thank you so much for your time, and I look forward to hopefully speaking with you in the future. Maybe. They have a Road NT. Probably go for the Road. Unity, Unreal, Source, or your own engine? I would go with Unreal because they got the Fortnite money, even though Epic is kind of poop. But for like game devs, pretty good. Is Elon Musk your inspiration? No. What are the strengths and weaknesses to PHP compared to JavaScript? PHP is messy. That's the main thing. People say don't burn bridges for like jobs, but it's always been my philosophy that If I'm never gonna cross that bridge again because I'm going the opposite direction, or I'm already over it, then I don't care. I have enough confidence in myself for me to know that if they were completely like crappy to me, then I'm gonna tell them how it is, and I'm gonna leave. Is Joomla worth mastering? I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure. 5. I'm a broke full-time student. Then why did you donate 5? What tips can you give for a resume for a soft dev internship? How can I send you my resume? Just email it to me at grindreel@gmail.com. Any tips? So you gotta have your name, your summary, your skill set, your projects, your work experience, your education, in that order. Do you actually use calculus? Is that what you mean? Is Python the future? Python can do anything, just not very good. It's like PHP. Let me get some music. Actually, I'll just replay this. That was fine. Actually, wait. New song. What's the best soup to eat while coding? Chicken soup, or maybe tomato. You believe in magic? What? There's probably things that we don't have a scientific instrument to measure yet, and that would be considered magic. What do you mean by not very good? I mean, like, depending on what you make, it might be slower than some other like language you could write it in. You think Django or Flask is better? I can't. Are summaries required in a resume? I mean, summary shouldn't be like a book. It should just be like a statement. But yeah, you should put one. Texas style chili is the best. Oh, you got me. I'm wrong. That's true. You win. Thanks. Next coffee matcha is on me. Hey, thanks, dude. Actually, wait. No, I'll get it. Because you're the college student. Don't worry about it. Do you think that bachelor's degree is a must? No. Not for code. Not for code. Like, bachelor's degree for like building bridges, civil engineer. Bachelor's degree if you want to build rockets and shoot people into space. Bachelor's degree if you want to do surgery and stuff. Like, certain things you need degrees. Not for code. Like, what happens if your code breaks? Like you leak some data. Maybe. That's pretty bad, but it's not like, you know. Are you religious? See, more questions that you can't answer on stream. Should I stay with my company for 20 years to make my boss lots of money? 100%. Start slow mode. I don't know how. How important is math? It's not really. Maybe for machine learning, maybe data science. That's about it. HackerRank versus LeetCode. That's the wrong channel. I don't know. I have no idea. KJ, yeah, that's what I was gonna say, but I felt like that might have been too bold. Can you check my channel? Just chancing, no spam. Tech Wolf. Can we? Let's do it. Let's do it in another stream. Thank you so much, Dreamic. I hope it helps. Instead of moving to a different company to stay on the same career track, switching career tracks without starting at zero, like switching into management or admin. And so you just want to, I mean, you usually go to your manager and you just say, I'm interested in learning this. Do you think I could have some time during the day to get into that? And most managers will be like, yeah, sure. Seen Kitboga latest video and they bust him twice. Yeah, I watched it live. That was good stuff. Have you done any AI? No. Do good companies only want to see you stay with previous companies many years? I mean, so when a company sees that you've been in a job prior for a lot of time, they think that you're loyal, which they're going to ask themselves two questions, or one question mainly, like, why now are you deciding to leave? You've been there for 10 years, but suddenly now you want to leave? What is it? What's your opinion on crypto? I used to do a lot of it, but it's like a gamble these days. What was your first job? I was a bag boy at Kroger. What else would you recommend to learn code? I mean, you gotta, what do you want to make with the code? That's always the first question that you gotta ask. It's just like, I want to learn programming. Where do I get started? All right, the first question you gotta ask is, what do I want to build? And then after you decide what you want to build, you have to go find resources that will teach you those languages. Josh, LLC's in the US, but what is best for Europe? I can't answer because I'd be talking out of my butt. Next Tuesday is my last try to take a math test. What? Blockchain developer, Ethereum versus Hyperledger. Probably Ethereum. Ethereum's been around longer. There's a lot of coins based off of its chain, so. Publix cashier here. Oh, dude. They have Publix? They have Publix where you're at? Did you say you're on the West Coast in Oregon? I didn't know they had Publix there. Do you participate in CTFs? No. Holly, I hope you're doing well as well. You mentioned Eastern European salaries, and I can tell you 100K is a fortune, even 2K monthly. Yeah, so that's the thing. Like, you can make a lot of money. Like, if you look at the dollar value, you still have to decide how much is it going to cost me to live here, and then, like, of course, $100,000 in a cheap country is a lot of money, right? But $100,000 in an expensive location is not. How much money do you have? Not enough to retire. Not even close. Like coffee? I'm not I like hot chocolate or tea. How many emails do you get a day? Not as Florida homegrown. Oh, I got you. How much money do you need to retire? So I guess to retire at my current state, I would need $6,000 a month income to live and be able to do things, I guess. About $6,000 a month. Are you good at math? I don't know. Retirement is overrated. When's your retirement vid coming out? Jane, welcome. Integration engineer versus mules. I have no idea. New grad, got 2 offers, UI or associate software engineer for Fortune 500. Which should I pick? I mean, which company seems more chill? Do you want more money or do you want more work? Like, is one location better? Anon. Ever had any interest in cybersecurity or just data software? Cybersecurity is pretty dope. It's just really, it's a wide field, you know? Do you wear contacts? Yep. I had to order some new ones today. Anything different perspective data analysts should do versus developers? Probably have like if you had like a set of models that you could show to prospective employers or jobs you want, that might help. Hack Reactor Bootcamp. Hack Reactor got bought out by Galvanize, I believe. They're not Hack Reactor anymore. They're actually Galvanize. Do you have a retirement fund? Okay, I want to talk about retirement funds for a second. All right, how do I say this? So you see, most people save up a bunch of money so that when they're 65 and retire, they have enough money so that it lasts before they die. And that's not the way to retire. That's not the way to do it. You don't just want to save up enough money and hope that you run out before your money does. Like, that's what most people do. You don't want a retirement fund. You want flow. You want money flow. I will take zero money in the bank for $6,000 a month instead, forever, right? Lump sums of money are wasted money. You should invest that money so that you get like income flow. Like, don't save up lump sums of money. If your money's just sitting there somewhere in a lump sum, like, it's being wasted. You should make it work for you. You should always have like as little money as possible in your bank account, and instead convert that into income flow. Like, you should buy something that generates you money. But that's not what most people do. They're just like, I got $1 million in the bank. I retired. I hope I die before I run out of money. Like, don't do that. That's what my grandparents did. That's what my other grandparents did. That's what I was taught growing up. Like, just don't do that. You always want to have like flow. What's the word I'm looking for? Cash flow. Yeah, retirement cash flow. Yeah. Do you own any stock shares? No. Can I get my lump sum out without paying a fat fine? If it's in a 401k, you can after 59, I think. Are you a millionaire? No, I'm not. Not even close to a millionaire. Don't have 6 figures in the bank. Like, I'm pretty regular. Are you a millionaire? If not, why? Dude, that's a loaded question. Maybe because I just don't sell everything that people want me to. Oh, you hit me with the new sponsor. Thank you, Dance, Rat Dance. Appreciate that. I don't sell as much as I should, but then again, I don't want to be known as the guy where every time you see me, you think that I'm just trying to sell you something. That's something that I do. Like, I take a lot of pride in that, I guess. I don't really have like I don't have an agenda. I don't have something I'm trying to sell you every video. I don't take a lot of sponsors, you know, like. What other income sources do you have? YouTube is the main source where I have my brand, but I have like a website. I don't really take sponsors. I might take a sponsor because they're like, we'll pay you this much for 60 seconds. And I was like, I'll consider it. Merch occasionally. I do one-on-one consulting. So if people want to know how to open a business or build a brand or like do what I do or get a job, whatever. It's probably not. So to answer your question, it's because I don't sell as much as I could be selling. That's why I'm not a millionaire. Did you go to college? Welcome, Josh. Just a random fan. Reddit. Thank you. What headphones are these? These are Sony WH-CH700s. Why don't you run Facebook ads to your site so that you could get more sales? So here's the thing with my site. You have to know who I am for it to work. So if like, imagine you're browsing Facebook and you see, buy this resume to get a job from Grind Reel. Everyone's like, what is a Grind Reel? Is that Grindr? Isn't that a dating app? Like, you have to know who I am to understand the brand. And so Facebook ads don't really work like that. Does your milkshake bring all the boys? No, it might bring some girls to the yard. Raid Shadow Legends sponsor incoming. Actually, no, it was Wargaming So Wargaming wanted me to do a 60-second shout out for $1,000. So 60 seconds, $1,000. Wargaming's really unrelated. You balance it, right? I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that, but I haven't accepted it, so. Mega Sam hits me with 20. Why? Thank you. Would you run Raid Shadow Legends ads? I don't know how much they pay. Your brand content marketing brings us in closer anyways. Yeah. Are you currently employed? With myself. $1K seems low. It does. That was a joke. I don't know. I've said no to more money before. I just don't. I'd rather earn it myself, you know? Like, I'd rather make a product and sell it myself. I don't want to be like just an influencer, you know? Like, hey guys, here's my new protein. Like all the people on Instagram that are fitness influencers, you know? Like, if they stopped getting sponsorships, I'm not sure if most people would know what to do. I think a lot of fitness influencers just like hold up their protein and smile, and they're like, thanks so much for today's protein, and you can be as shredded as me if you just drink my pre-workout and buy this protein. Like, I'm pretty sure. Can you look at garbage jobs on Indeed? Maybe in another stream. Do you want to be a sugar daddy someday? No, I don't think I need to pay to be with a hot chick. So here's the thing with sponsors. They're pretty strict. They're really strict. So you have to make the sponsored video, and you have to send it to them, and then they have to review it, and if they don't like it, you have to do it again and again and again. And it's like, I just want to make the content I want to make, and I don't want to have to send it for your review. And if you do that, like, if you take the money, that's what you have to do. You have to bend to their will, and I'm like, I'm not a huge fan of that, you know? What's your current car? I have a Jeep Wrangler, a 2015 or 16, 2010. I don't know. It's old. I've never had a new car. How much to sponsor a single video? Like, if you wanted a whole video, like if you wanted a 10-minute video, probably like $8,000. Maybe $10,000. I don't know. It takes a lot for me to, like, everybody has a number, right? But like, if you want a 10-minute video of me just selling out whatever, it'd probably be like 10 grand. Aren't you worried that employers will find your channel when you're interviewing for roles? No. I'm not interviewing. Is it normal? Wait, what? To have imposter syndrome? I feel like I've been programming for years, but I'm fake. Johnny, yes. 400%. 400%. Everyone has imposter syndrome. I had it as a YouTuber, as a coder. How's the weather? Today it's 55 degrees. I was out riding the motorcycle. Oof, it was good. But tomorrow's going to be super snowy. So, yeah. Are you a part of the FIRE movement? No. I don't work a traditional salaried job. I don't have a 401k because I'm self-employed. I could make a 401k for myself and then match myself to have it, like, but I don't want a 401k. I think that's a waste. I'm not interested in that. But 10 minutes for 10k would be exactly 1k for 60 seconds. Yeah, exactly. How can I get a consultation? There's a link in the description. How long to learn JavaScript? Been writing this 10 million times. You can't, there's no long to learn JavaScript. It depends on what you're going to do at that time. Everyone is different. Is Free Code Camp a decent place to start learning code? For Webdev, yeah. For JavaScript Webdev. I have a Triumph Speed Triple, 1050. Y'all want to see a picture I took at the gym? Why don't you get a girlfriend? Clement uses her to promote his channel. That's funny. This was the motorcycle club at the gym today. One sec. Pretty dope. Mine is the red one there. First time I've ever seen another Triumph besides mine. Epic, thank you. Hope it helps. James, I've never tried either of those. I'm trying to find a good pic of my bike if you want to see it. It's weird because it's February 2nd. There should be snow on the ground. Yeah, I don't know. Motorcycle is my baby. How much money is too much money? Good question. Here. Here's my bike. Triumph 1050. Dual exhaust. Oof, it's good stuff. That was the only thing I've ever really splurged on in the past like few years since I've been self-employed. It was used. That was the only thing I've ever really splurged on. Do you have any credit when you're in Finland? I did not. No one would give me a loan. Evan, best resources to learn code for Webdev, Free Code Camp, or the Odum project. They're both pretty good free resources for Webdev. All perspectives. Yes, I would agree. What tips, tricks to get over the fear of working for yourself? Justin, you have to prove to yourself that you can make your first dollar, and then you have to scale that. After, like, if you ever want to be self-employed, the hardest part is making $1 for yourself the first time. Like, that is, like, after that, it's just scale. After, like, once you figure out how to sell, or convince someone to give you money without you taking a paycheck for it, like at a regular job, you just have to scale that. Like, the hardest part of being self-employed is figuring out, I don't know how to make money. I just don't know how to do it. Have you worked for Google? I mean, I do YouTube, so technically I'm a contractor for them. Any advice for a 63-year-old software engineer with 30 plus years, 10 languages, want to go 100% remote? You should be able to go 100% remote. WeWorkRemotely.com is good, or RemoteOK.io is good. What to write on a resume with no internship experience? You put your projects there. Cassius, LLC is in the US, but what is best for Europe? I'm not sure. I think every country has a different setup. As a European, I don't get the student loans you have there. What do you think about it? Yeah, I mean, that's just America. What do you think of Skill Crush? I don't know. I'd probably go with like something else. It's funny that well-known member is here every single stream. He's in like all the comments of the videos, but he's not a member. Best resource for learning algorithms and data structures. This stream is now sponsored by Algo. I'm just kidding. No, I don't know. It depends if you want to pay or do it free. What are you eating, dude? Adam, I'm just having some apples. And peanut butter. What do you think about small business or brick and mortar? You're gonna have to, okay, if you have a brick and mortar business, you're gonna have to compete with Amazon. And Amazon, you know. Two hours of driving every day for 4 years. Oh, Taylor, dude, what's up? Thank you for the membership. The stream is now sponsored by Free Coding. You know what's funny is because I actually have like a Treehouse shirt on, but I'm not sponsored. I'm not sponsored or anything. They just sent me like a couple shirts in the mail when I asked if I could have the affiliate code. What's up? Welcome. How do I say the name? Dear GSL? Giselle? Giselle? Is that how I say it? Utah Jazz or the Knicks? I don't know. Crystal, what's up? Would you recommend a credit union or a large bank? Credit union for personal finance. For sure. Can I touch your elbows? Yeah, sure, I guess. Trying to build a business, got no money to spend on YouTube. If you have a phone, you can build YouTube. Not a member because I'm unemployed. It's okay. I'm just giving well-known member a hard time because like he likes to troll me. Yeah, he like well-known member likes to ask really difficult questions. He plays devil's advocate a lot. Super Bowl stream? I wonder if I get demonetized for that. Love the content, new viewer. Quincy, thanks for being here. You ever tried a resistance treadmill? Oh yeah, dude. Like I would do the stair stepper all day. Is that what you mean? You always say it correct? GSL? Why credit unions? Because there's no fees. Credit unions have like no fees when it comes to personal banking. But like, so I have like Bank of America, right? And if you don't have like $1,500 in your bank account, just sitting in there chilling, then you have to pay like $10 a month, which is dumb. Credit unions don't do that. Where's my dad? He's probably chilling at home. He's probably watching the game. If I can make an app that makes 10K a month in sales, would it be a good project for an employer? No. Ganesh, if you have an app that makes $10,000 a month, the employer is going to want to know why you want a job, sir. And he's going to think that you're going to spend every second of the day working on your own project where you can scale it and make more money. Have you tried organic vegetable power to get your daily dose of veggies? Like once. Actually, I went to a vegan restaurant last night. I got some vegan sushi rolls, some spicy tuna rolls. Tasted fine. Josh eating on stream for the first time ever. I should just change the title of the stream to that. Alright. New album. New file. Who this? Where to host web apps. Netlify is free. GitHub Pages is free. Heroku is free. One of those. You playing any games? I was playing Call of Duty, even though I made a video on Activision. I'm a hypocrite. Do you watch Dave Ramsey? No. Dave Ramsey... Dave Ramsey comes up every time. Alright. Here we go. Here we go. Hi, Dave. Long-time viewer, first-time caller. How are you?
Better than I deserve, Karen. How are you?
Well, Dave, so my fiance and I just spent $100,000 that we don't have to go on a cruise for our wedding. And basically, I'm wondering how I can pay for that because I currently work night shift at McDonald's and my husband works the morning shift and we meet in the middle during the day for lunch. It's kind of cute though, but I don't have any money to pay for this.
Well, Karen, it looks like you're going to be eating rice and beans for the next 35 years.
That's Dave Ramsey in a nutshell. He just tells people how to not spend money, not how to make more money. Every time. That voice makes my dog mad. How to learn code? I have no idea, Sebastian. Gordon Ramsay's much better. Don't forget, we'll put you in our program. Oh, yeah. But Dave, look, I'm trying to make as much money as possible, okay? This minimum wage thing, I'm looking to make more. I was wondering, should I get another credit card? Because I've maxed out the past 6 credit cards, and I was thinking about getting a new Subaru because I saw one the other day, and if I get another credit card, my landlord said that he was going to evict me, but he's already threatened that like 10 times anyways, so like it would be like the 3rd time I'm evicted, so you know what they say, right? 3rd time's the charm. But basically, I was just wondering how to make more money. I dropped out of high school when I was 15. I got 3 kids.
Well, listen here, Karen. If you buy my Financial Peace University program, and you do the snowball debt technique, which is when you pay off the highest interest debt first, then you'll be a millionaire. You'll have enough money to be a millionaire, just like me. Don't even worry about it, okay? Just buy my $1,000 course for financial peace, which is how I became a millionaire. I didn't become a millionaire by paying off my debt. I became a millionaire telling other people to pay off their debt with the highest interest rate first via my Financial Peace University. So, please just buy my book.
I don't know. It's hard for me to take Dave Ramsey serious. Rob, loving Karen. Well, thank you so much. Karen loves you guys as well. It's the smallest balance. Yeah, okay, yeah. I mean, you gotta pay off the highest interest first. Dave has old school thinking. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure, I don't say this in a very condescending way, alright? But it's gonna kind of sound like that. Dave Ramsey's audience is for people, how do you say it? You guys already know. You guys are already thinking it, but Dave Ramsey's audience is very, I guess, financially uneducated, and they just work a job, and they're trying to get by paycheck to paycheck. And Dave tells them basic math. Don't spend more money than you make. Oh, you did? It looks like you're going to be eating rice and beans, or they're going to take everything you have, because then you're going to be homeless. But if you buy my book, my Financial Peace University, Dave doesn't tell people how to make a business and how to make more money and how to sell and how to leverage that and how to business expense. Dave doesn't tell them any of that. Dave just tells you how to stop spending so much money because you're dumb. I don't know how to say that without being mean. How do you feel about Iron Hack? I don't know. Josh, have a good night. Rush back. Thanks for being here, dude. Lowest common denominator, yeah. Dave Ramsey was like, my grandparents were trying to give my parents Dave Ramsey stuff, and then my grandparents were trying to give me Dave Ramsey stuff. I'm like, this doesn't apply when you have your own business. This is not how it works at all. Like, this is... Dave is very, put all your money in a 401k, pay off all your debt, and just climb that corporate ladder. And I'm very like, don't climb a corporate ladder, make your own ladder. Don't climb the ladder, own the ladder, you know? Like, build your own ladder and climb it, but don't climb somebody else's. I don't know. That's who's Dave. Just go look up Dave Ramsey and you'll find a bunch of people that spend money they don't have. You watch Silicon Valley? I've never seen it. Would you say losing weight is making money, calories in, calories out? Yes. How old are you? I'm 29. Don't forget the double standard advice. Yeah. How old were you? Green Samurai, I was 24. I won it out. How much longer are you streaming? Oh, it's been an hour? Holy crap. I don't know, maybe 45 minutes. Would I get taxed for selling WordPress themes on my website? If you're making any money on the side, you should, yes. You should. How much cash in the bank is too much? If you have 50K sitting around devaluating due to inflation, what should you do? It depends on your circumstance. Probably flip a house. Probably flip a house, yeah. Probably buy a house, rent it out, then you get an appreciating asset. Hype about any movies? Ooh. Not recently. 1917 was good. How old are you? I was 24 with my first dev job. Dave Ramsey uses basic common sense on math and sells it to people who don't know about money. Yeah, I mean, like, it's pretty simple. If you don't have the money for it, don't buy it. And the only exception, like, okay, here's what Dave Ramsey doesn't tell people, is that there's good debt and there's bad debt. Bad debt is a new car because that asset depreciates in value as soon as you drive it off the lot. Good debt would be real estate. The real estate gains equity. It appreciates in value. Someone is paying down your mortgage. You are building credit. That's good debt. Like, there's good debt and there's bad debt. Just in the metal? Yes. Can you get a loan for flipping houses or just for renting? You can get it depends. Yeah, you can get a loan for either. Just wanted to come say hi. We will start a big hustle this year on data science teaching. Awesome. Well, I'm glad you're here. Do you like to save money? I'm pretty frugal. What's the model? I have a speed triple 1050. Triumph 2012 speed triple 1050. It's my baby. I'm trying to grow my channel. Could you give me actual helpful advice? You have to cross post. Yeah. You got to cross post where there's a community. Facebook groups, Instagram, TikTok is big right now. TikTok is huge. If you're trying to build a brand, I'd start on TikTok and YouTube and cross post between the two. Are you investing in stocks? No. Big problem I see is they don't consider time as a resource. Yeah, time, like, I was going to make a video on this, but you guys tell me what you think, if it's a good idea, if you want more. But basically every job is a countdown, is a race against time. That's yeah, every job is a race against time for a couple of reasons. Most companies are trying to sell. They're trying to be acquired, which means if that happens, most likely you're going to be unemployed and fired and whatever, and the CEO is going to walk away with a bunch of money. If it hasn't already been acquired by a big company, most startups' goal is to be acquired by a big company, and then they fire everybody and hire everybody else, or they fire everybody and take the technology for themselves. If that doesn't happen, and you're working for a big company, then your time is running out, and that the older you get, the harder it is for you to be able to switch jobs. So you should do your best. If you're gonna climb the corporate ladder, if you're gonna play the corporate game, every year you age, it gets harder to get a new job. So once you're about 35, 45 maximum, you better start finding a company to settle down, if not open your own business. It's a race against time. You either build up enough skills to open your own business and bounce and do it yourself and not have to worry about that, or you try to find a company that you think will be around, that you think will value your skills for the next 20 years, and you just hope. Like, like every year that you're there is a year that they could potentially hire a college graduate for a lot cheaper and a lot harder working. Are you making good money from your website? I do okay. Not as much as YouTube or anything. Sorry for the silly donation, Jake Harrison. Thank you. Sorry, I'm sorry that I didn't read it out loud, but thank you, Jake. Is it dumb to buy stocks to not have cash in your bank? I would. Buying stocks is tricky. I don't have like investing advice. If you're gonna do the stock market, probably a mutual fund. I think I'd like to have a dedicated video on that. Sure. Why don't you invest in stocks? Because I don't want to put my money. I don't want to put my money in stocks. I want my money on hand to be able to business expense things. I don't have enough money to invest for it to matter. And if I take that money and I invest it, then it gets counted as personal income and I have to pay taxes on that. But if I business expense it, you don't pay taxes on stuff that you business expense. At the end of the year, that takes away from the money that you pay taxes on. If you invest in stocks, that's personal income money and you pay taxes on all that. So I'd rather have the money on hand to be able to business expense, be able to reinvest into the company. Love the channel, Christopher. Thanks for being here. Wow. Do you believe in the 6-month cash in the bank savings? To a degree. I mean, if you're like, if you don't have your own business and you can't generate money for yourself, then you should have 6 months in the bank, right? But like, for me, I know how to make money. I have a bunch of different ways to make money, so like, I do have a safety net, but I know how to sell. I could run Facebook ads, Instagram ads. I could sell stuff. I have a brand, so it's not so much about having an emergency fund, but I do, right? Like if my car breaks down, if like, you know, it really depends. Favorite metal bands? As I Lay Dying is good. I Prevail is good. Periphery is good. Let me look. Do you do your own accounting? I used to. Then I got some accountants because I have an S corp and it's a lot of paperwork. So I hired some accountants. It's, yeah. Yeah, you don't use TikTok to market a business. You use TikTok to market your brand or point them to somewhere else. So on TikTok, you can get 1 million followers overnight and you can go and say, hey guys, I have a YouTube channel, go subscribe. And then you use your YouTube channel to push it. Is Google AdSense still an income that's worthwhile? I'm not sure. What's a good company that would value your skills for 20 years if you were 20? I don't know what a good, I can't name any. My dad worked for a company for 25 years and they said, yeah, bye, see ya. You invest in anything? Into the business, into myself. That sounds so cheesy and cliche, but like I invest in camera gear. I buy stuff on how to make better content. Like I don't invest in like a market for more money because that's not what I need. I need to be better at what I do. The money will come later, but right now I need to be better every day. This camera placement is nice. Well, thanks. Yeah, exactly. How do you deal with toxic parents? They're the only parents you got. Right? So, one day when you're older, you'll be like, I did what I could. Tips for sysadmins. And like what kind? What happened was, the company that my dad worked for, wanted him to start selling. They wanted him to start selling the replacement parts that he used to fix machines at 1,000% markup, after selling them for 100% markup. Right? So he wanted. My dad would go out to these companies, build relationships with them over years. It was just him and the company. He was the face. He worked for a company, but it was just him. The only reason they chose that company is because they worked with my dad. And they said, hey, Mike, we're going to need you to start charging 1,000% more on these replacement parts that you've been selling. And my dad's like, they're not going to buy it. They're not, like, we've been selling these parts at a rate for 10 years, and all of a sudden you want to charge 1,000%. They're not going to buy it. And you know who's going to look bad? I'm going to look bad because I'm the face of your company. I'm going to get the brunt of that, and I'm going to deal with it. And then you're going to get mad at me when you lose them as a customer because I don't want to sell it at 1,000%. And so he refused to sell the replacement parts at that high of a markup. You know, still profitable. And they were like, yeah, bye. See ya. Like, imagine having morals. What camera are you using? This is a Canon EOS R. Can you speculate on why Warcraft 3 bombed? Yeah, it's like 0.8 on Metacritic or something. They just didn't deliver. Thoughts on virtual? What the heck? I dropped my peanut butter on my pants. Dang it. That's gonna be fun. Are you investing in Zimbabwe dollars? What? Hold on. I need to change this rave music. I can't right now. Much more chill, please. All right, there we go. 25. Check out my portfolio, Govna. Nomad Fox. All right, let's do it. Thanks for the dono. Take your picture off, number 1, Lance. Yeah, take your picture off. It's actually pretty dope. If they want their picture of you, they can go to LinkedIn. Have you seen the Diablo 4 trailer? I'm pretty sure Diablo 4 is the only piece of hype that keeps Blizzard profitable. Someone said I'm saving up for the also virtual reality market. Oculus worth getting. John, I would go with augmented reality first because everyone, like more and more people are getting phones every day, and augmented reality, you can use your phone for it, and it's light, it's cheap. Virtual reality is going to be a bit longer to come to market because the headsets right now are big and bulky. They're big and bulky. They're expensive. You need a powerful computer to run them. Augmented reality, AR, is going to be a lot better than VR for the next little while until they can make VR a lot smaller and lighter and cheaper. Okay. Let me move this so that you guys can see it. Yeah, but Diablo, I don't know. Is working for the NSA good software? I have no idea. They pay my brother roughly $110. Well, the NSA is in Utah, so shout out to NSA that's probably listening in on this, as they are on everything. Yeah, 110 in Utah is pretty decent. Time for Rick and Morty. All right, later. What lens are you using with the camera? What do you make it? I'm using a Sigma 18-35 with a speed booster. And what was it? What was the rest of the question? I use an Elgato to make it work, so this thing. I'll go back to the portfolio here in just a sec. Hold on. What's this? So that's plugged into it. What model? They're WH-CH700s. Josh, have any of the companies you featured on the live stream ever tell you to remove the content? They wouldn't really, like, they posted it on LinkedIn, so they posted it for visibility. I just gave them more visibility. Is 85K in Baltimore? I think that's pretty low. cybersecurity analyst. I think you should be getting 6 figs in that area. But let's take a look at this real quick. Actually, let me click on your resume, make sure you don't have your phone number. Oh, okay, it downloads. Resume looks fine. You need links. You need links to your code projects, dude. You have a task manager API. Where's the link to that? Like it says view repository here. It should just be a link that's clickable. Let me close this. All right, so if you're interested, we're looking at this right now. But yeah, I would take your picture off. Projects. So in my opinion, this should be the landing page, or should be on your landing page. Like bring your vision to life. Instead, I would just show your projects first thing, and then have a contact me, and then have like an about me, which I would put this. The projects are the first thing that any employer wants to see. They want to see what you can make. So put that first. Skills. I mean, that's fine. But it's on your resume, right? So it's kind of redundant. It's cool though. It's smooth. Are these links to all your... So that's dope. I'd consider, unless your Twitter is strictly professional, take your Twitter off. Everything else is fine. How does this work? What is it? Okay, so this is kind of... Does this make sense to you guys in the chat? Like, I wouldn't have known what these buttons do. I kind of thought it was loading. I would maybe have a screenshot of it or something, but make these buttons visible when you first get to it. Because I didn't even know that these were buttons. Yeah, I didn't know, like, this kind of strange. Why don't you just put these buttons below on this page here? It's a little confusing, I think. Hi Josh, 1 a.m. Well, good night, I guess. Is that peanut butter? It sure is. I'm eating some apples with peanut butter. I thought it was loading too. Yeah, it's a little confusing. Oh, someone donated £5. Keep it up. Hey, thanks, Jarek. Appreciate you, man. If you had to choose an alternative career to software dev when you started working, what would you choose? Probably like film, but film sucks as a career. That's why everyone quits, to teach you how to film on YouTube instead. Do you count calories? No. I'm pretty aware. If I see the abs starting to fade away, I'm like, all right, time to slow it down a little bit. Time to start cutting. I'd leave the picture. Companies are interested in diversity these days. Yeah, but I mean, like, I get it if you want a job, but I feel like if you're being hired just because you're there, like, how do I say this? I've gotten messages from people that have been hired strictly because they were diversity hires, not because they were appreciated because they could do the job, you know? They were just filling quota. Like, yeah, if you just want a job and you need a job because you got bills, okay, that's great. But I feel like nobody wants to be hired as part of a quota. You know? Like, no, you want to hire me because I'm good and I do the job, and not because you see anything about me, like, you know, what ethnicity or whatever. Like, that's what people that have been diversity hires told me. Have you seen the movie Chef? I haven't. Is it good? What's the thought about work until you die mentality that CEOs screech about? I mean, most CEOs work until they die, basically, because retiring and sitting on a beach all day is boring. It's fun at first for maybe a couple months, but people want to be productive and get better at something generally. Jen says hired as the token. Tell me, yeah. Do you believe in gender equality on the job? What? I don't even like, I don't see it. I just don't see it. Like, I'm sure inequality is rampant. It happens, but commands, that didn't work. I wonder why. Is it possible to find a scholarship for big companies? Why would you need a scholarship for a big company? Like, they're paying you if you work there. If I'm self-employed, can I write off traveling as a business expense? You can write off anything as a business expense as long as it's necessary and ordinary to do your job. I want to be a CEO of my own company. Is it okay if I'm dumb as a brick and I just have capital? You could be a CEO right now. You just be a sole proprietor CEO. You don't have to be making money to have a business. You can have a business right now. And actually, technically, everyone is a sole proprietor by default. Everyone is technically self-employed until you take that W-2, then you're employed. I want to be a CEO of my own. Yeah, I read that. Any tips for vets going into tech? Like, it's hard to say. Can you really find a junior job after online programming courses? Yes. What were the 3 remote work sites that you mentioned? WeWorkRemotely.com is one. And RemoteOK.io. Hey, if you enjoy the stream, by the way, it'd be super cool if you just hit the thumbs up button real quick. Hi there. I had to leave university after finishing first year. Now I'm 25. Been working as a dev for 5 years. Have a lot of experience. Would you recommend me finishing university? No, you got 5 years. You're already in it. Good evening. Is $29 an hour for 2-year cybersecurity analyst low? Yeah, that's pretty low. $29 an hour is roughly $61,000, $62,000 a year. That's pretty low. For 2 years. Got you. Thanks, Harlow. Flying furry. If I have the capital and I want to start a company, will it fail if I have no knowledge of what's being done? I don't know, dude. I've had some pretty incompetent CEOs, or I've met some. So, I mean, I don't know. All you got to know is how to be bossy, tell people what to do, and pay them less than what you get paid, and tell them to be happy for the opportunity. And then generally, that's how most companies work. Team Captain America or Team Iron Man? Oh, definitely Team Iron Man. Do you have allergies? No. Is my face red? What are your thoughts on the ethics of copying very early stage startup app almost to the letter, provided they have no IP protection? Johnny Ringo, I would say, how flexible are your morals, dude? A lot of people copy, like Facebook. Like, I don't know, you had like Zanga, MySpace copied Zanga, and then Facebook probably copied MySpace, and then, you know, like, I don't know, I don't have any qualms about it. Just, it doesn't matter. You can't own an idea. You can have copyright and you can have trademarks and you can have that sort of thing, but at the end of the day, it's whoever executes better. Do you do your eyebrows? No. I appreciate your realness. Thanks. The software engineers drink a lot. Maybe, I don't know. How do you move from an hourly to salary? I mean, you just ask. Hope that you're sipping. I hope what you're sipping there is milk, Josh. It was almond milk, unsweetened almond milk. You still play games? Yeah, just not as much as I used to. Last night I was playing Heroes of the Storm. Didn't win a single round. 6 matches. Feel, man. Best movie 2019? Probably like Endgame, right? You ever play RuneScape? Oh yeah, RuneScape. I farmed the crap out of lobsters. That's literally all I did though. I just made money. Is Subscriber Sunday a regular thing? It can be if you like this sort of chill stream. Software engineers drink pure caffeine. They drink a lot of coffee. For whatever reason, people just love coffee in general, but thoughts on the education system and its return on investment. It teaches you how to do what you're told, man. The education system teaches you to be a worker, right? Because not everyone can own a business, which I think it's really not true, but basically, here's a phrase that you should always remember. The A students work for the B students, right? And the B students manage the A students. The C students are the bosses of the B students. The D students run the company, and the F students own the building that the company is being run in, right? Because A students are good at doing what they're told. That's why they got all A's. They studied what they were told to study. They prepared for what they needed to prepare for. Like, they're good at having direction. That's what a student is, right? Teacher says, do this thing. You do that thing, and the teacher grades you, and you get a good pat on the back. A students make great employees. It's fantastic. The D students were, like, breaking the rules, you know? D students, F students, they didn't follow the rules, so they failed. You know, they didn't do what they were told very well. You play any indie games? Not really. Have you played the Switch games yet? I don't have a Switch. How do you get your own clients? You just gotta call them. You gotta call them and pretend to be a satisfied customer with whatever it is they do. The D and F students, yeah, I mean, of course the D and the F students could be college dropouts. They could be criminals. They could be into bad things in their lives. But there are a lot of D students, a lot of dropouts that just, you know, didn't follow the rules. Yeah, the A students, if you tell the A students to dig a ditch, they'll be like, okay, how fast? You know? What type of student were you then? Middle of the pack? I did good because I thought I had to go to college to get a good, safe job, because I thought that's what you do in life. You go to college, you get a job, and work your 65 years, retire. I don't know. You got to think about, like, everyone is working 45 years so that they can have 10 good years when they retire, which to me is a bad trade. That's a negative investment. You're trading 40 years of good life to have 10 years of do whatever you want. No thanks. I don't know. I can read you this quote that this guy said to me in a comment today. Engineering eats F students alive, though. Yeah, I mean, that's how it goes. Someone said that I'm on CS Career Questions again. Why am I so popular there? One second. Am I on CS Career Questions again? Oh no. Our index funds taxed. Yeah, you gotta pay capital gains. Am I really? Here we go. Yo, I love finding my own stuff on Reddit. Oh. I think I found it. What? Oh, look. Somebody thinks it's me. I don't ever post on Reddit. I just lurk. Here you go. So, I guess people think this is me. Oops. This is not. That's my name up there. This is not me. Josh, is this you? Oh, this is good. Here we go. Off to the Super Bowl party. All right, dude. Thanks for being here. Our Roth IRA is taxed. It depends on which one you get. Oh, here we go again. All right, let's see. I watched a couple of his videos out of morbid curiosity. He seems so insanely elitist and arrogant that it could really make it past the second one. Do people actually go to him for advice? Oof. Big oof. His shtick is companies are not there to take care of you. Not everyone wants to hear that. Yeah, that's true. What is your percentage of salt in your blood? Oh, dude, I'm probably pretty salty. What? I think my guy just needs a hug. He's a bit jaded. Confirmed. Can't confirm the confirmation. I'm trying to zoom in, but I don't know how far I can go. Josh, is that you? Nope. I don't browse the sub. Cynical? Yeah, I'd agree. Do you think Josh is a jerk? Probably sometimes. I think we're all jerks sometimes. How many times is my name in this? Okay, Josh. Dude, everyone thinks it's me. It's not. I don't post here. I don't post on Reddit. People like to because like when I first made my YouTube channel, I would post my videos on Reddit, but I never I don't do it anymore. I don't know. This is interesting, I guess. What do I type my last name? Only 3 results. I'm dressing up as Josh for Halloween. Oof. I think there's a middle ground that this sub and Josh miss. Do I owe my company anything? Not at all. Yeah, but people don't know that. That's the problem. I guess that's where people think... Like, most people don't think this. Most people think that they owe their company everything, and that's like the whole point of my channel. You don't owe them anything. But, like, he assumes that everyone knows this, and that's not true. That's where everyone is wrong about me. Like, people... No one's ever told it's just business growing up. They're told, you know, your company is your everything and they're your family and blah, 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 blah. But then you have these dudes that are like, this is what you miss. Like, nobody gets it. I don't know. Oh, let's see. He says incredibly generic stuff that's common sense, as if he's offering some great insight. So here's the thing. I don't think that what I say is common sense, or I wouldn't have that many views. You know? Like, I never knew this. I had to figure it out the hard way. So, like, please don't end up like me, you know? Please don't give everything for nothing. Most people have to go through corporate and get fired over and over and over and over, or get homeless, or work 40 years for a company before they realize it. And that's what I'm trying to say. That's all. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, Cassius, dude. Membership, thanks, dude. Thumbnail's making you look much older than you are. What? I was just reading that very post. Yeah, someone on Discord said, you're trending on CS career questions again. I was like, what? That's how it goes, I guess. A winter storm warning for Salt Lake, dude. Let me get some snow, please. Quote, what? 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 Why do you are so against Fang? I'm not. Go work there if you want, but there's plenty of other good smaller companies. Uncommon common sense. Yeah, that's the thing. How are your dogs? Cheeky Taco. They're pretty good. I think they're out. Well, one is right here, actually. You can see him. He's chilling. He's past TFO. Dude's having a good day. That's what he usually does. He just usually chills with me in here. Actually, we should say something to him. Somebody say something to him. I'll wake him up. Hey, dude. Hey, buddy. How you doing? He's not having it. He's not having it. You put your peanut butter in the fridge? What? No. Sorry, Harlow. Streamlabs is going nuts. He's a good boy. That's why he's so chill. He didn't do anything. He didn't do anything deserve to get waked up like that. What do you suggest if you don't want to work for a company but too burned out to work for yourself? You could freelance. You could freelance or work contract. That is what I would do. Do you think Wyoming exists? Be honest. Yeah, because my business is registered in Wyoming, so I know it exists. But actually, I've been there, so can't confirm. Dogs require treat payment for guest appearance. That's true, Jake. That's true. Roxy and Turbo say hello, fellow dog. Bro, you got friends on the internet. He's not having it. Dude's not interested. What do you think of OM and IS degrees? Thanks for everything, Gabriel. Thanks for being here. Where you got into the edibles? Nah, dude's been chasing squirrels most of the day. Pizza or chicken sandwich? If it's a Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich, probably both. Yeah, definitely both. Currently get paid $40K for my sysadmin, but I spend 6 hours a day on Hacker News. Should I try to look for a new job or keep it chill? Yeah, Jarilo, I think if you have a job that's that chill, where you're spending most of the day not doing anything, you should work on your own side hustle and you try to make a business on the side. Just to try. Just to try. How do you deal with stoicism saying you shouldn't lie but lying on your resume? Oh, yeah, I mean, you gotta take everything with a grain of salt. Alright, so, Techna Jade, I would try to just be a contractor. Like, you can work for a company as a contractor, and then you control your own finances, you control your business expenses, you control your like how much you charge, when you get paid, all that stuff. That's what I would suggest. That's what I suggest anyways. Best advice you can give to CS undergraduates: build projects while you're in college, because that's what companies are going to look for. I'm learning Japanese at work. Yep. Yeah, dude, I'm a terrible worker. I'm a terrible worker because I know how to do the bare minimum and make it seem like I'm doing above and beyond. I'm a master. Not a Chick-fil-A guy. That's true. I'd take Chick-fil-A probably first. You're right. All right, let me read you this screenshot that some guy was telling me. Basically, he was telling me just to, like, instead of trying to cheat on an interview where you couldn't run your code, you weren't allowed to use Stack Overflow or Google, and you were timed, and they were screen sharing, and you had to be on the phone with them at the same time. I cheated, and I don't care. I don't feel bad about it. But he was telling me that I should have just played the game, played inside their rules, and I'm like, you don't understand. It's not how I work. All right. He said, as a hiring manager, honesty is my #1 metric measured in an interview. Regardless of the way the interview was presented, do not ever be tempted to cheat. Rather fail the stupid test. And I was like, I don't follow the rules. And he's like, he said, I probably would have just sat in the interview and waited for the next question to show them how dumb the process is. But it was HR, so she didn't know the process was dumb. She didn't know anything. I and most interviewers disqualify candidates for dishonesty immediately. If the interview process is just dumb, play inside of the rules of the game. Sometimes higher-ups set the rules for the interview and may be ignorant of the dev process. And I said, see, that's where I differentiate. If the game is dumb, but I'm forced to play it, I'm going to break all the rules. And this is why I'm not a good employee. That's just how it is. It's like, instead of questioning the rules of the game, you just play the game and do what you're told. And like that's where it's where I differentiate. Like, sorry, I'd do it again, you know. When I know for a fact that companies can lie to you, like me cheating in an interview is like nothing. I don't care. But that's why, I don't know. I tried to be a really good worker for a while. And then the more and more like stuff happened to me at the job, like every single corporate cringe I've ever showcased has happened to me personally. Like I feel like I was meant for this. It seems unreal at times. Any good resource for Python? Probably automate the boring stuff with Python. Both are still in progress, but maybe contract work can help with my other project. That's how I would go with it. I mean, if you're working on a book and an indie dev, then you're already self-employed. What are some general projects you recommend? Anything CRUD related for web dev? I know how to code, but no experience. Can't even get an internship. Don't look for an internship. Just look for a junior dev or a regular software dev and apply anyways. I don't know. Sometimes I wish I was making it up. It's like everyone has these like they have these cool bosses that help them code and all that stuff, and I'm just like, this never happened. Why didn't I get that? Oh, my light died. Oh well. Can you give me an opinion on what's more profitable, machine deep learning or web dev? Web dev has the most application for customer to customer business, like business to customer, B2C. For machine learning and data science, that's like business to business type stuff. So big money's in business to business, but you're gonna have to jump through more hoops than anyone at the Olympics put together to be able to get that money. What's the likelihood employers find out my junior position on resume is actually an internship? I don't know if they call and your boss says, yeah, he was an intern. And you can just be like, actually, I was a junior dev when your company confronts you about it. Finally subscribed. Cassius, dude, thanks for being here. Opinion on unions? I don't know, it's pretty controversial. My opinion is probably unpopular. That's a pretty dope song. I'm just like, I think if you make a union and you try to bully the employer to like take care of you, they won't. They'll just fire you. That's what Walmart does. Like a bunch of employees tried to make a union outside of a Walmart. Like, you ever been to Walmart? You see all the cameras up top? It's not for your car security. It's not to make sure that you don't get broken into. It's to monitor employees so that they don't form a union. And so anyways, one Walmart, a bunch of people formed a union, and they went outside the Walmart and they protested and said, we're not going to work unless we get more money. And you know what Walmart did? They just closed down the Walmart. You're not going to bully your employee into doing things for you. Like, maybe at some companies, but in general, I feel like it's on the individual. It's the individual's responsibility to look out for himself and to play the game and always have something on the back burner to swap to. Like, just strength in numbers is a nice idea, but they have more money than you, and they'll just rehire everyone else that doesn't care, who needs money. Like, you could try it. But in general, I think that's what would happen with unions. That's why you as the individual, again, you should always be prepared. You should always have a side hustle. You should always have extra skills. You should always be like, you should always have something for yourself going on the side, because you join a union and then you're like, all right, we're going to go on strike. And they're going to be like, okay, bye. We're going to hire other people that just want a job. And then you're out of luck because they don't care. It won't work. Are you joshing me? Yeah. What would your advice be for Unity devs? Probably indie dev is the way to go. Worked at Walmart. They show you on video. They show you videos on how to avoid union representatives and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, like if you work at Walmart, they like try to brainwash you into not joining a union. They make you watch videos about anti-union and stuff, and it's like, you're a dime a dozen. You form a union, they're just going to say, okay, bye. We're going to hire people that don't care. Just want to pay their bills. Nano degree worth it? Nah. Isn't the point of a union to prevent that from happening? Yeah, and that's what happens when you make a union. That's essentially what you're doing, is that you're trying to bully your employer by being bigger than them. But they have more money than you, and they'll just hire people. They'll just fire all of you, and they'll just hire people that just want to pay their bills. How come we have a treehouse shirt on? It was comfortable at the time, and I need to do some laundry. Should I put my game maker projects in my software dev? Yes. Yeah, I did. I showed my last job. I showed them my video games. Cytox, what's up, man? Would you recommend finding it jobs on Indeed and calling? Yes. Unions can be both positive and negative. Depends on the union. It depends on the union, but it also depends on whatever the union's trying to do. Like if you are absolutely needed knowledge, you know, then yeah, you might have some leverage. Like if you have something the company wants from you, they might give in to your demands for a minute just to get that thing that they want from you, and then they'll fire you. It's like a counteroffer. You know, you're gonna be like, all right, we're not gonna go back to work unless you give us more money, and they're gonna be like, okay, and they're gonna get all the information that you were threatening to run away with, and you'll get your demands for a month or two until they get that information they needed, and they'll snap their fingers, and you'll be Thanos. Bye. That's how it goes. Construction unions are pretty ironclad. Yeah, because the workers have some pretty decent leverage there. It would be a big pain in the butt to hire a bunch of construction workers and get them up to speed with the project, you know? And you'd have to get new project managers. You'd have to, you know, teach everyone what the project was, what they were building, and who's done what so far. And like they hold a lot of leverage in that regard. But like software devs, yeah, dime a dozen. People that are cashiers at Walmart and Kroger, dime a dozen. They'll just hire you again. They'll hire someone else. So like I don't know. I feel like threatening. I feel like threatening the corporation or bullying them to get what you want, being like, I'll leave if you don't, but usually won't work. What's your hourly rate as an experienced dev? Probably a decent amount. What would I do to slowly build passive income as a programmer? I would probably build apps and sell those apps and then use that money from the apps to invest into real estate. What do people have in common once they become successful? Who gets to define success? Is it money? Is it fulfillment? Is it happiness? I don't know. To different people, it's different things. Success for me is thinking about doing something and then doing that thing during the day. Like if my actions line up with what I'm thinking about doing, then I've had a good day. Like there are days where I'm like, I need to do this thing and I don't do it. And a week goes by and I don't do it. And I start to like feel like crappy. What's the best way to explain a job gap? Is it okay to lie like you had medical issues? You could just not have a job gap. Knowing nothing. Is it better to learn full stack or data science? Depends on what you want to do. Do you like numbers and finding patterns from things, or do you want to make web apps? How do you even sell apps? You don't sell apps. I think apps that are purchased are kind of few and far between, but mainly the app is free and you just get downloads with ads, and then you use things to get them to keep coming back to your app so that you get ad rev. Would it be feasible to actually apply for web-based jobs? At what point? Mike, it's hard to say. You just have to apply and get rejected, or you have to apply and then get a code test and then see if you can do it. That'll be a gut check. There's really no like, all right, Mike, you're ready to apply. It's just, I built some stuff. Let's apply, see what happens. And then they'll give you a code test and you'll be like, I don't know how to do this. And that's probably you know. Since I freelance, I technically never have a job gap, but it's not always looked at. Yeah, freelancers are looked at as like, employers know that people would most likely rather run their own company And so if they have a hint that you have your own company, they're going to think that you're just going to use them as a side hustle and focus on your own company, because that's what the CEO did. The CEO that you work for right now, everyone told him, just go get a real job. You know what? Why don't you get a real job like everyone else? And, you know, it's risky having your own business, and like the CEO that you work for was being told the same things that everyone tells me or anyone else that wants to quit their job. Why don't you open an IRA and put some money there? Because I'm self-employed, so I have limits on my IRA. How much? Mozart, it's really hard to say. You gotta apply and get that gut check. Are you afraid of web dev because everything may be automated? All right, you go ahead and automate a Facebook clone and a YouTube clone together. Yeah, you tell me when that happens. Victor, you need more clients before you can do that. I think it's a rule that if you have a side hustle, you should get that side hustle to like at least double what you make from your current job before you quit. You're still live? Yeah. Oh, it's been 2 hours. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna wrap it up, and then start getting settled here. Guy was given his 300-page Twitter history. I'll look it up. It's called FAMA background check. All right, I'll put this in why you should avoid HR. HR is the enemy. FAMA background check. What do you think of all this VR staff? What? Only geekier that Cal, congratulations, man. How do you get your first client for something like TikTok? You need to show that you can get them engagement and views, and how those engagement and views are being used to get them more sales or whatever. Why do you stay in Utah? I can't move. My business isn't 2 years old yet, so I can't get a mortgage. No, keep going. What do you think about Tech Lead saying all apps that have video is popular? Did he say that? Who's Tech Lead? Inhumane Resources. That's a good title. Still 30 minutes to 2 hours. I've been live for 2 hours and 7 minutes. All right, I'm gonna go. You guys enjoy the Super Bowl or whatever it is that you're into on Sundays. And tomorrow I'll see you in a video called Why Probably Every Job is a Race Against Time, or Why You Should Avoid HR. Probably that. Best place in Europe for dev jobs. Norway, Sweden, Germany. Will Josh get married again? No. I can't. No, I'm good. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. I'm going to leave you with this pretty chill music. I'm going to put the camera cap on. And y'all enjoy. And have a great Sunday. Thanks for being here. Thanks for all the donos. All that. And I'll be back live Tuesday. Tuesday, probably. See you guys later.